It stings. It really does sting. My God, that was horrible. That did not feel good whatsoever. But hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I've got a brand new video for you guys, and that's going to be my match review on the Wycombe Sunderland game, where it ends as a 3-3 draw. Oh, it feels bad. It really does feel bad. I mean, to be fair, to all the neutrals watching that game, I hope you fucking enjoyed it. Because I didn't. And I'm guaranteed every other Sunderland fan didn't enjoy that game. God's sake, man. It was such a frustrating game to watch. We thought we'd won it. And then it just collapsed at the last second. Literally, we've seen it before. We've seen Sunderland concede goals late at the death before, and in worse scenarios as well. But it still stings. It still really does sting, especially when we thought we'd won it as well. Oh, it doesn't feel great. It really doesn't feel great. But I'm gonna go through the team news as usual. Just my usual standard review, and let's give my overall thoughts and opinions. So obviously, the whole thing going into this game was the fact that Sunderland were going to have a very weakened squad today. There were several first team players out with COVID and through injuries. So it really was it wasn't like a backbone squad, but it definitely was a very weaker squad compared to our usual. It was that week that we actually had to recall 3 players from their loan spells just for these next games. But I'll go through the lineup anyway. So it looked like we were going with a 4-2-3-1. As usual, Patterson in goal, back 4 Winchester, Flanagan, Doyle and Sirkin, Evans and Neil playing as the holding midfielders, Gooch, Pritchard and Embleton all playing behind Ross Stewart. On the bench we had Diamond, Carney, Hume, Zamadjali, Younger, Hawks and Taylor. For Wycombe, it looks as though they were going with a 3-4-1-2. They had Stockdale in goal, back 3 of Stewart, Farina, Joseph and Jacobson, Grimmer, Scowen, Mehmeti and a beater in midfield, McCleary playing behind Vokes and Hanlon. Now to start this game off, Sunderland got off on a very good start, Ross Stewart putting us 1-0 up within the first 3 minutes. Although it has gone down as a David Stockdale own goal, which is pretty devastating. I'm going to be completely honest. I think just for everybody, it's pretty devastating because Stewart probably would have wanted the goal, as it would have meant he would have had a second hat-trick in a row, and Stockdale probably would have preferred it to be a Stewart goal rather than an own goal, as I'm pretty sure any person would. But yeah, it did go down as a Stockdale own goal. To be fair, literally, I was in the shower when this goal went in, so I didn't quite see it. I had to see it on the replay. And to be fair, literally, I think it bounced off the crossbar onto the line, and then I think it just bounced off Stockdale's leg and went in. So pretty unfortunate for Stockdale, but that did put Sunderland 1-0 up. But then from there, Wycombe actually took control of the game, and they did for pretty much most of the first half. And they did actually get they did get the equaliser through Anis Mehmeti. And to be fair, literally, it was another fluky goal. To be fair, Mehmeti had a shot. It took a huge deflection off Flanagan and Patterson. I don't think he was expecting the deflection, as I'm pretty sure no goalkeeper was really prepared for. And then he didn't dive far enough, and then it did roll into the bottom left corner to make it 1-1. And then a bit of a controversial moment for Wycombe's second goal. Sam Vokes did score the goal. It was a little controversial, but I think the goal probably was correct to be stood. It's from a corner. I think it was Hanlon. It wasn't blocking Patterson, but he was. Basically, you could see in the replay that Hanlon was blocking Patterson's left arm. That Patterson only had one arm available to actually try and save the ball. And then Vokes managed to overhead it, jump up above everybody, and the ball did go in the back of the net at the end of the day. And yeah, it was really unfair on Patterson, but I don't really think. To be fair, I know I just said that Hanlon was pretty much pulling Patterson's arm down, and it probably could have been seen as a foul, but to be fair, there was no way in hell that the referee was going to be able to see that. It was just a mosh pit, literally every single corner. It was just a mosh pit in the penalty box. There was no way in hell the referee was going to see it. And then we can go 2-1 up, but then Sunderland do immediately get an equaliser. Ross Stewart getting his first actual goal of the game, which actually counted for him. It was a lovely low-driven ball into the box from Embleton, and Stewart manages to tap it beyond Stockdale into the bottom right corner to make it 2-2. And that was the end of the first half. And I'll admit, Sunderland were pretty poor in that first half. We were incredibly sloppy. We made a good start to the game, but it was just we just weren't playing well. It was pretty obvious that we weren't prepared at all. which I think is probably given because literally like we had a lot of key players out, so that's probably could say why. But second half did get underway and Sunderland definitely started to take control of the game. We had so many chances to take the lead and it was actually kind of frustrating because literally I think we missed 2 1-on-1s. I think we missed Gooch and Embleton missing 2 1-on-1s. Ross Stewart missed 2 sitters as well. Elliot Embleton had a long shot that pay off the crossbar. Like, it was just madness, if I'm going to be completely honest. And then the game did come to a halt in the 74th minute when Corey Evans did go down. Wycombe had were on the counter attack. Patterson was off his line. He had to deal with the ball because Evans would have been beaten by his man. And Patterson, I think, is toppling the Evans, which looked as though it did hit him in the head quite hard. And unfortunately, Evans did have to be brought off, as a precaution. And I do hope that, that this injury isn't as serious as it can be. And obviously, I do hope that Evans does recover very promptly and swiftly. And then from there, we brought on Jack Diamond, who definitely gave us some fresh legs. I think it's pretty obvious that he's not as quick as Diaku, which I think if Diaku was playing this game, he probably would have done a lot more on the wings than what Gooch and Diamond ended up doing. But then into added time, and Sunderland take the lead for the second time. It was Ross Stewart managed to get his second goal of the game. And I mean, to be fair, I think everyone probably thought that would win us at that point. Like literally, even if you were the most biased person or a Wycombe fan, you probably would have guessed, "Oh, Sunderland have won it here." But there were some limbs in the Sunderland away end when that went in, and there was also limbs in my sitting room as well when that went in as well. I'll be honest, but yeah, Stewart made it 3-2. But then Wycombe got a corner in the 98th minute of the game. And the first header was saved by Patterson, but then there's a bit of a scramble. But then Joe Jacobson, who for me probably gained Wycombe the point for me, and that's based on the second half, managed to scramble the ball over the line, and Wycombe do get the equaliser in the last minute of the game, which again, like I've already mentioned in the intro, it's just gutting to see. Really, it's just awful to see. And that was the end of the game. Now, to be fair, I think. In terms of things, I think we definitely miss Hoffman in this game. Because, like, don't get me wrong, Patterson's fine. He's got loads of potential ahead of him, but I mean, and he pulled off an incredible save in the first half. But to be fair, literally that third goal, he could have done so much. He should have done so much better with that third goal, if I'm going to be honest. And even for the second, and I mean, to be fair, the second goal wasn't really his fault because he's basically getting blocked by the Wycombe players, so it wasn't really his fault. But after that third goal, he really should have just come out and saved it. But I mean, like, to be fair, literally the whole game, he's just weak. He's a weak goalkeeper. And to be fair, literally, like against Wycombe, I had to see him right back in August. Although Patterson did play much better in that game, he still didn't look great for me. And I think, to be fair, literally, I remember SCFC's David's going on to know that Patterson's 10 times better than Hoffman. Nah. No, because Hoffman would have saved that third goal. He would have saved it. Like, it wouldn't have been a goal. We would have been 3-2 winners, if I'm being honest. But I mean, ignoring that, because I'm not going to blame Patterson for anything else. Because to be fair, literally, he was brought in late, as was Diamond and the Hawks. So I'm not going to really say too much else about it. But yeah, I mean, like, again, it does sting. And to be fair, before the game, I would have taken a point. And although we probably should have won that game, if I'm being completely honest, because we had so many chances in the second half to get a goal and we missed so many sitters. And Wycombe just defended really well. It was just frustrating. It really was just frustrating. But that's football for you. And we take a point in a promotion game and we move on with it. So now I'm probably going to give my player ratings. I haven't done that in a while, so I'll do that now. So Patterson probably could give him a 5.5. Am I being harsh? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Winchester probably give him a 6. His first game back after a while wasn't too bad. Flanagan give him a 5. That was probably by far his worst performance this season. He's just had absolute howler. Doyle gave him a 6. He didn't do too bad. Serkan gave him a 6 as well. He wasn't too shabby. Neil, I'm going to give him a 5.5. I think for me, Dan Neil, like, don't get me wrong, I can't fucking speak today. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's a good player, and I do think he's got, again, like Patterson's got a big future, but Like, just so many times in games, he just goes missing. And that's one of those games again today where he just didn't do much really to contribute. So I'm going to give him a 5.5. Evans going to give him a 6. He had a pretty solid performance, obviously, until he did come off. Gooch, and give him a 6.5, maybe a 7 or 6.5. I think I'll give Gooch, because I mean, to be fair, actually, Gooch wasn't great today. I mean, if I'm being honest, like, yeah, he managed to get an assist, but like, to be fair, Gooch, Gooch just fucking annoys everybody. Like, he's just so frustrating to watch, and he's definitely had a few moments today where he gave the ball away cheaply. Pretty sure I'll give him a 7. Once again, outstanding today. Really, really well played from him. Embleton, I'll give him a 7. I'll give Embleton a 7 as well. Embleton had a pretty good game again today. It's nice to see him getting back in form. And Ross Young, I'm going to give him an 8 because, he scored 2 goals. Should have been 3. And overall, probably gave us a point in the end. But guys, we're going to do it for this match review. Next game is against Lincoln on Tuesday night. Should be a 3 points, if I'm going to be honest. Because like Lincoln have been awful this season. And yeah, really, we should be taking advantage of that game there. And it is also a home game in the midweek. And as everyone knows, our 3 midweek games at home were won 5-0. So yeah, I'm not saying we win 5-0, but really we should be winning. But hopefully the players don't. Hopefully the players aren't too down about conceding the last second. Hopefully we can bounce back and beat Lincoln. But yeah, that's been it for me. Hope you guys enjoy. If you did, be sure to give it a like. And if you are new, then do feel free to subscribe. And also turn on post notifications so that you get notified the second I upload a video. Also be sure to follow me on Twitter at SCFCTC, which will be linked down below in the description. Cheers guys for watching, and I'll see you all next time.